Hi, I'm George Nordhaus, and welcome to Specialty Market Providers. What? You didn't know that you were an SMP? That's our all-inclusive name after working with this for a few years to general agents, MGAs, program managers, wholesalers, all of you. We just say SMPs and it cuts through a lot of time. Anyway, this is a good introduction right here to what this whole program of the USA Insurance Network is all about. And you cannot get on this one live but I have on the same email and a link to the All About the USA Insurance Network, and you click on that, and you can deal with that one. Then you can make changes and go into it further, or whatever you want to do. I hope you won't make changes. Anyhow, okay, here's a good explanation of the insurance network. I won't go there now. I'm taking this very quickly because it's just an overview. But if you read all this, you're going to understand that this is the first organization ever to go to SMPs and suggest that they work on an exclusive basis for their various coverages with independent agencies, vetted independent agencies, and I'll tell you what I mean by that in just a minute. But we're not dealing with mom and pop here. These are nice sized agencies. Well, we want them to be at least 5 million in sales if possible, or probable, over 5 people, 5 years, and we call it the five system, the 5 years in business. We want them to be that because we want them, of course, to sell your kinds of products. They all do, but now they're going to have a much more active way to sell your products for you directly from their websites. We have a territorial situation. Now you can find this, and when you go back into the other one, the link, go into the USA Insurance Network down there, and you'll see this. These are our agencies. We take one agency for every 100,000 people in the United States. Why? Because we are building a national distribution organization, first time, with agencies who will be selling, in addition to their regular products, specialty products like yours. But they're going to be selling it on a really organized marketing basis. I know you've never heard anything like this, but you will. Anyway, go back into that. When you go in there, just to make that Google map bigger, click on your area. These are all our agencies. There's about 350 of them now, and we've only just begun. There will eventually be 3,000 or so. That's one for every 100,000 in population. Um, that will be for that'll be for 100,000 out of the 320 million people in the United States. That's about 3,000 or 3,200 agencies that we're going to be having covering the whole United States. Anybody can sell anywhere, but if you have your territory that we give you, it's all very well measured, believe me. We won't put anybody in next to you because that's the way it's going to be, and you'll understand it better as we go forward. Now, as you, as an SMP, will have the coverages, the categories, exclusivity. When you are assigned, or whatever you, of course, you would ask for it, your coverage or your category, whatever it might be, nobody else will have it. There's just no way. You will have an opportunity, and then you will tell about that, and you'll write it up with our help or whatever, and you'll have videos, you'll have websites, you have anything you want to tell about those particular categories or coverages right on the agency's website. How do you like that? It's a terrific deal. You can say anything you want to with it. Now, one thing about it though, when the customer gets done going there or looking at the coverage or category, he or she then clicks on contact us, and I'll show you how that works in just a minute, because it always goes back to the sponsoring agency, and that sponsoring agency is going to sell it for you. Okay, also something else you should know, this is done in connection with the Rough Notes Insurance Marketplace. And this is, of course, the number one search engine, if that's it, for coverages. It's 700 and some odd coverages right there on that. Well, the agents also have this on their websites, in addition to all of the coverages and categories that we're going to be supplying them, that you're going to be writing up and telling about. And now when the customer gets done, oh, I can't find, or the prospect, I can't find what I'm looking for. He or she just goes down at the end to the insurance marketplace and clicks on whatever it might be they're looking for that they haven't found. They go in there, find that explanation. They click on contact us, and back it goes to the agency sponsor. Now, the agents, our agents in the USA Insurance Network agencies, all have they have not only this on their website, but on their dashboard, which is private, of course. Only they and you can get in on that. They have the active USA Insurance Marketplace, or they have the active insurance marketplace from Rough Notes, and there they can click and not only see the coverage, but also find SMPs who are selling those products, and if they can't find it, on our site. But I just want you to know that they have all these. There's just no way that an agency can be asked to place something and not know how to do it. Well, so that's how that works. The contact us system is simple enough. They click on contact us anytime. The visitor does to the website. Here's BKCW, the great Texas agency. They go into contact us. They clicked on it, and up comes a pre-addressed email. The guy writes back and says, "Hey, I need to know more about such and such a coverage." Click, goes right back to them, and they're responded to. Always goes back, or they have a phone number here if they want, but always goes back to coverage to the sponsoring agency. You can see that more if you want to see them later. Okay, now an agency can register. An agency, here's something going to surprise you: no cost, no cost to agencies. They love it that way. You can imagine. How could they say no when they're going to have all these beautiful presentations by you as an SMP on their agency website? They can't say no. Well, some do, but we don't want those anyway. Anyhow, they takes them about 5 minutes to register. That's all. They come to us and we look at them. We make sure they're okay, their size. We make sure their territory is open, and when it is, and they meet our criteria, we assign them this. They come right back and they ask for if they give us their logo and all that, and we do what's called an agency landing page, and it's so neat because, well, I'll show you some in just a second, and it really brings your products out so everybody sees them and feels them and tastes them. Anyway, that whole procedure incidentally takes about 15 minutes to do, all of it together. Now, how does it appear on the agency's websites? Well, right now, but at the end of May or 1st of June, it's not going to look like this at all. Why are you showing me? Because I want you to see what it looks like right now. You go in, here's a typical one. When you go into the other, the live site, go into that, and then click on specialty insurance, and all of our agencies are going to have specialty insurance or specialty products or something on their home page. That's the point. And when they go on there, what are they going to find? Well, I'm not going to show you right now because it's not going to be there. Right now, they find nice write-ups on the various products and all that, and who's supplying them, and then they click on the contact us, and they get back to the agency. But this whole thing is changing. It's all going to be out now at the end of May, 1st of June, and look what's coming. What's coming is something we call the landing page. Well, when you go back into the other program, click there. Please feel free to click here and the other link, and you'll understand it better. But what I'm going to do with it is to show it to you. Okay, here's that agency, the BKCW one we just showed you in just a second ago. When you go into their website, and you click on specialty insurance because they sent you there, one of our advertising programs or yours or whatever, here's what they see. They see BKCW, the specialty insurance. Here's an explanation of it. Here's a little bit of an explanation that the agency can go in, or the customer could use. It'll be a little bit smaller than this, look a little different here at the end of May, because we won't need to do all that for the prospects. Okay, but now we've got a prospect going in there, and he or she is looking for some kind of a specialty product. So they scroll down and they see, well, we're going to talk about categories because most of our programs are categories. And each category has a beautiful picture of some kind or another. This link right here where I've got my cursor, complete event protection, you click on that, there's a full explanation of this program here, of this category, what it's all about, what event is all about. There are additional individual videos or explanations of event cancellation, prize indemnity, whatever comes out, comes under that particular category. Now, before I go much further, I want you as an SMP to think about your categories. You have a category, I don't know what. I'm afraid to mention any because I'm afraid somebody will jump on me, but you have a category that you really like. You work with us. We do all this. We set it all up with you. We'll help you if you need help recording on it. I don't think you will, but we help you. We'll just guide you all the way through. It's so easy. Takes little time, and you know the good thing about it, you can take these same products here. I mean, the same presentation, and send it to your regular agencies. Why not? Or why not even put it on your website? Holy mackerel, that's a neat idea. Proud of that. Well, let's scroll on down. Here's some other ones. Here's flood insurance. So you get the idea? We want you to really have a beautiful picture, frighteningly grabbing, all that sort of thing. And of course, here's your other ones. And look down here. What's this down? Oh, when they click on the learn more, that's when they get that particular, you know, uh, coverage. Here's the contact us. Oh, brother, goes right back to the agency, and there they are. Sports and recreation insurance, same thing. Okay, now there are a number of individual coverages too, not just the categories, but individual coverages that we sell, and or that we that SMPs like you take. And although most of them will be in categories, a lot of these coverages are part of categories. But now we're somebody looking for coverage, and we scroll down. Oh, we see aircraft hull and liability. That sounds good. Antique class. And this is all estate. That's ease. This is all alphabetical. And they look down the list. Oh my gosh, I need a condominium situation. Learn more. Click there. There's the video or whatever it may be, and go back to contact us to the agency. Cyberspace liability, errors and omissions, and so it goes. These are all individual coverages. See them, and they go on and on and on. There's going to be so many of those. Why? Because in almost every category there are 8 or 10 or 15 coverages, and I think you know about that anyway. Now, and the other thing that they're going to see. Now, remember, we're just on that first page of his. The other thing we're going to see is additional categories. These additional categories are ones that we don't have taken, if that's the word, by SMPs like you. And there's a lot of them. How many of them are there? Well, there's 700 some odd coverages in the Rough Notes insurance marketplace, right? Additional ones, additional coverages. We have selected about 125 of these, and we have brought them in here. We've added the make them look good. We added pictures. We added the explanation of it. So you're a customer or prospect looking, hey, educational institutions, I need to know some stuff about that. Oh, here's some of the coverages in that individual in that category. Oh, yeah. Okay, what do I do now? What do you think? Contact us. Boom. Right back to the agency. And we have those on every one, alphabetized. You'll see in a minute. Here are some more of them. And it's a really neat idea because the person can find what he wants. And if they don't have it or you don't have it, or the agent doesn't have it, the agent will find it for them. You can be sure of that using that Rough Notes program there. Here's other ones, and we could go on and on it. But now down at the bottom of this, incidentally, we say to the agents, hey, you haven't found what you're looking for. Well, one thing you can do is go to the insurance marketplace, but wait, it's an alphabetized program. Alphabetized, and how's it work? Well, they click on that, and they go on here, and here's the alphabet, A through Z. And so they go into the alphabet and they pick whichever letter they want they're looking for. In this particular case, we're showing E's. So what do they see? Well, they see the complete events one that I just showed you. And that's the way to look. Now, every time I come to this, I want to say to you, think about what yours will look like on this. It's phenomenal. Think about what it's going to look like on your website. Think about what you're going to be sending it to your agencies to put on their website. We don't care. It's yours. It's fine. More power to you. And holy mackerel, you're going to love it because it's yours. Okay? And we'll talk about that later, but that's enough. So they go into the E's and they found event cancellation and all those. Now they're looking for individual coverages into the E's. Okay, here's real estate. That's not a part of it. No. Employment practices. No. Here's individual coverages we talked about before on those, starting with the E, and they will have additional coverages here. So you can go through if you're an SMP and wonder if any of our coverages or our categories are available. You can find them right down here. Let me tell you something. Look, it's going to be pretty. These are all start with an E, as you can see. And so once again, you come back down here, still with the E. See, there's a lot of them in the E's. The average one of these will have from the coverages, from the categories, and from these additional coverages or categories, The average one of these will have probably 6 or 8 videos, the whole thing, and pictures just like this. Can you imagine the agencies having 125 to 150 of these on their website? It's all contained, it's all easy, they don't have to do anything about it. But 150 of these, holy Moses, this is going to be so big in the country, and I'm proud of it. And if I just keep talking about it, forgive me, will you? But I've got to do it. Well, that's what that how that program works, and I think that you're really going to like it. So let's come back to where we were. Now, just to finish out here, we have the USA Insurance Network. You're going to hear a lot about this. You can go into it, and I told you about it up above. I do want you to go into it, but what's going to be happening is that we are going to be adding on this consumer website. Are you ready for this? Those A to Z's, all of those, so you'll be there on the consumer website, but we're also going to have all of the products or regular custom coverages that agents sell right now, the normal, usual ones. They'll all be on there, all with pictures, all with links to it. But the big thing they'll have, the person that goes in there, the customer, is why do they go in there? Because they don't have an agency or they don't know which agency sells these. Well, they go in there and all of a sudden they have that Google map and we send them there automatically to where they have a location. If they don't have anybody, they get somebody in the quickest one. The point of it is they can't buy from you, the SMP direct, so they have to go to the agency, and that's what we're doing, building this big national program. You can read a little bit about it. I've told you more about it because it's been changed a bit since I wrote this up here, but you'll see about it. Are you ready for this? We're putting your website, your regular website, on our network, on those on when I just showed you there, and on the agency's websites. How do you like that? I mean, look here. This is about partners. What's it say? It says, "Hey, these are the top. These SMPs are the people that really have these wonderful programs. Look in here. Go into the Philadelphia Insurance Company, and they go in. It's live. Philadelphia Insurance Company, not just a flood program that he has. It's live with all of their information. You say, well, wait a minute. Well, wait a minute. What if I don't represent? I'm going to tell you, if you want to go to the Philadelphia Insurance Company with products, you can represent it as you can with any of these MGAs or SMPs or whatever we call them. And it's an amazing situation because no, never, and we always say, go to your agent there, pick your agent and go to it. Nobody's ever done this one before either. Kind of proud of it. And of course, it's on their website again, was on the bottom of the agency's websites. And I didn't show you that when I went to it. I could do that. Look at that. Same thing. People can go there, but they, at the end of the day, they have to go back to the agency. On the bottom, on the one on the agency's website, they have contact us. On the bottom of this one, though, we say go to the map and click your guy. From then on in, incidentally, when they click on any one of those agencies, up comes the agency name and the email link, and it's right there. So they're right on with the agency, and they know they're good agencies. Well, enough of that. Okay, marketing dashboard, big deal. It's a never been anything like this before. The agencies will all have it. You will be able to access it too. It's going to be very, very important for you because it's what it does is tells the agency, shows the agency how to sell the program, helps the agencies with it. It has how to use it with videos. This is really a shortcut. I don't have time, you don't either, to listen to all this, but wait till you see it. We'll send it out to you another week or two. We'll keep sending you parts of it because it's so huge. But at any rate, how to communicate with your clients, news releases, newsletter articles, blogs, emails, et cetera, et cetera. Same thing with your customers. Advertising, it's all going to be on here. And you, as an SMP, can participate in it any way you want to. The big thing is what we call the coverages and catalogs. This is going to be called the education section, but every one of our products, every one of those categories or whatever, coverages that are sold by the agency or on its website or hers, that they'll go in there and somebody will say, okay, I'm interested in flood. So the agent will go into this section 4. He'll go down to it, flood. Click on there. What do you think's there? Anything the Philadelphia Insurance Company wants to put on there to tell the agents how to sell it, what to look for, videos, application, link to the Philadelphia Insurance Company website, anything they want to put in there. The main thing is to help the agent make the sale. Anybody ever done that before? I don't think so. It's all explained right here. You'll see it, but you'll see it more in the few weeks ahead for sure. Then we've developed the largest marketing system ever, and I should know about that after many, many years of writing books on the subject and so forth. It's called the 6R marketing system. We've gone to some of the greatest writers you can imagine, the best of them in the country that we could find on marketing. We put them all together. We make it the R because everything boils down to relationships, referrals, rounding accounts, renewals, and so forth and so forth. Those R's. And everything in there refers right back to that, each one of them. How big is it? Well, yesterday I was working on it. I was at page 140 on it. How do you like that? It's going to be huge, but agents will love it and you'll love it because we're going to have your information there too. And if they want to market your information, we'll show them how. If you'd like to use it, be our guest. Okay. In the market is something that the agents want to know. That's our a weekly newsletter, and that goes out to every one of our agencies. It's going to go out to all of you SMPs and so forth. It's an amazing thing, and it will just it tells you what here's what's new. Here's our latest category. Here's a success story. Blah blah blah. It's neat. It's a neat, and we want your staff members to be on it. We want you to be on it. We have our agencies and their staff members. We want to get the staff members of agents involved in this program. That's the name of the game. As a matter of fact, we want your staff members too to be involved with it. Well, the USA Market Finder here. If an agency can't find a market, and it happens, you've seen them. They're looking for it, no matter what happens. Can't find it. We have a market finder, and you'll see that in another week or two. They click on that and they fill in the information. Here's what I want to place. That goes out immediately. Comes to our office, but it goes out immediately to all 300 or 400 or whatever, how many agencies we'll have. We plan on having over 1,000 before the end of this year, and it goes out to them immediately. Hey, can you help me? And they help each other. Nice, huh? I like that one. Finally, or almost finally, the management and marketing ongoing educational systems are on here for the basics and the regular one. And I have to tell you that I guess I'm kind of proud of this, and I should be, I guess, after spending many years on it. But these are recorded videos. There's 182 of them on here for everything in marketing and management in an insurance agency. I interviewed the top people in the country. In every one of those I could find. I've been doing it for so long, and it's the largest recording on webinar recordings on the internet right now for the insurance industry. I'm proud of that. Well, anyhow, meantime, at the end of the day here, there's one for basics too, and that's for your new people. Again, it's an educational system. Finally, here's where we are. Look how often you're going to be seen. These 6 points down here, which I won't take the time to go on, show you where you will be seen, your agency will be seen all throughout this program on the national site, the categories on the agency's marketing dashboard, blah, 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 blah. Finally, we end up with the top 10 reasons to join. Take a read into those. But before you quit, go here to the exclusive. Here's what the top 10 are as far as I'm concerned. Exclusive rights to the chosen coverage. Nobody else is going to have, what's that, flood. Nobody else is going to have flood but Philadelphia. That's for sure. Go to look at the access to the qualified network agencies. That map is going to be so red, it's going to be unbelievable. Visibility as a trusted expert. Hey, we're Philadelphia and we're the best one in the country. I don't know if that's true. I would like to think so, but that's what you're going to have very big visibility in the industry because we're pretty good marketing people, and you're going to have internet visibility for your actual coverages that you would never have before. All of your coverages because of what we have your name or your link right on the agency website and on our national site. You can connect directly to agents. Incidentally, we give you the names of every and information on every one of our agencies, and we give you new ones every week. Every week, you go to them and you put them on your list. Holy goodness! I mean, how much does it cost you to get 350 new agencies on your list with all the information, who sells them, how big they are, and all that? And then, of course, the coverage product education. I told you that before. They go in there, and here's all the educational stuff that you're going to be given when they click on your particular program. And then target tracking. We're going to be having an analytical program, working on it now. How many agents? How many people went to your site? How many people went to the agency site? What did they see? What you know what tracking is? We're going to have one that's really going to be good. That won't be coming up until mid or late June. We're working on it. It's a big deal, but boys, it's big. It's fun. And customized marketing plan for your business. I talked about the little 6 R's. Wait till you see what you can do with it. It's amazing. And the increased traffic versus to independent agents in every state. You're going to be totally spread throughout the United States if you're not now, and you probably already are. Finally, the high marketing value for dollars spent on alternative campaigns is, I mean, this is much better return on money on your investment than ever before. Trust me on it. Well, if you don't, then come back to me and I'll argue with you. But at any rate, in fact, why don't you give me a call? The best way to do this, just give me a call or drop me an email. Hey, George, what do you have available for blah, blah, blah? But it's just best to give me a call. Then we go down and see what we have available and what's good for you. I can tell you the pricing of the thing, which is, once again, you're going to be amazed at how relatively inexpensive it is. But, and for, of course, for agents, nothing. Okay, that's the story. I'm really happy to have you, anybody that made it all the way through my long harangue here. And don't forget to go back now to the email and click on the actual link to this all about USA Insurance Network, the SMP version. I'm looking forward to working with you. Hey, let's have a little, well, let's have a little fun, won't you?